good news is that payment is due in March. So your advisors have been out and all your plots have been scored. But if in the case that you don't get as much as you hoped, or there's support and actions there, right? So I'm going to go through them. So result payment, whole farm score, and then support and actions. So if in the case you had a rhododendron on your field and it had been marked down, so maybe you got a 5, but if you got rid of that, you'd be up to a 6. There's loads of other examples. We will pay 75% of the cost to remove the rhododendron. With livestock fencing, that's like where John was showing the examples where animals were going into the river and was causing water issues. There's a 50% payment for that. Then on private owned bog or even on colleges, which I'll talk about in a minute, there's other options such as drain block and just things that will improve the environmental integrity. And that's 100% paid by the project. So that's totally up to yourselves. Then these are other ones, nice bridges, 50% payment for that. So if you had another case where the animals were going into the water, or you were going through with a quad or a tractor or something like that, and it was leading to damage in the water, you can put in a bridge. Pasture pumps for cattle, there's also drinking troughs available, and these are all 50% by the project, 50% for the farmer, if you're interested. Here's another example. And you know, as Derek said, it doesn't need to be fancy, like, it's just, as long as it's doing its job, like, you know, I've seen examples where farmers have ESP poles down and they tack something on top. That's fine, like, it doesn't need to be spec or anything. There's another example where there was this damage on the left, and that was just a few stones thrown in, and it's doing the job. So all these are all to be listened to. Now I'll just go through the payment. So if an environmental benefit with little agricultural benefit, so that's your case there, drain block in the bog. You know, it doesn't make any difference to the farmer, like but it makes a huge difference environmentally if he was doing it. So that's 100%. The same with the buffer zones, 100% was a metre. And then we've got environmental benefits with low to moderate agricultural benefits. So that's your getting rid of if you've got gorse in a field, or you've got rhododendron, or another one is to plant a hedgerow, maybe plant a native hedgerow. The funding is 75%. Then you have environmental benefits equal to agricultural benefit. So there's your troughs, the pasture pumps, the bridges, the fences, and that's 50-50. And then the final one is environmental benefits less than agricultural benefit. So that's like a trackway or something like that. And the project pays 25%. So if you want to do this, so you get your, next month you're going to get your scores and you're going to get your payment. And if you say, geez, I want to increase that next year, you can go to your advisor and say, what can I do there? What's the support and actions about? And he or she will say, what about, why don't you put in a bridge there or something like that? And sure enough, they'll do it. They will then have to get in touch with any of us, myself or John or Derek or Harry or any of us, we'll all here to help you, and we approve it. And we more than likely will approve it because it will make a positive difference. Then one work plan's submitted a year, so that's in the case whereas you put in a bridge or something, and then you can't come back again. Oh, Jesus, I might put in another bridge. So try and do the two things in 1 year. But then the next in the 1 year, but you can do something every year. And you know, that's in 5 years' time, you may have gone from a 4 to a 9. You know, if things worked out. And once the work is done, there's going to be an app, and you just have to take a photo of it and submit it. So in that case, don't be worried about that because not everyone's handy on the phones, or if you know, you might have sons or daughters who will do it for you. But again, get in touch with us, and we'll help you there, and there'll be no issues. So now I'm just going to have a quick mention on commonages.